Okay, so really today, in this one video, you might really think about watching it more than once, and I'll tell you why, because I'm going to hit pretty much everything. Okay, we have measures of center, and measures of center, we're measuring the middle of the information. So think about you asked a statistical question like, how tall are the sixth graders? So you have these lists of numbers. Now we're going to take these lists of numbers and we're going to do different measurements. It's really important when you're analyzing numbers to know the center, okay? How the data values are clustered. Where is the center or most of the information, okay? So we have a couple of different ways that we can measure the center. We're on page M573. Okay. The first thing, let me move this back down out of the way. Okay. We have mean, median, and mode. Those are the three things that we're going to think about today, and we're going to take it one at a time. I don't expect you to practice all of them today. So the video is going to include all three, but each day you're going to have some instructions about how to take notes and practice. The mode is the data value or values that occur most frequently. I say the mode is the most. It's the number you see all the time. Okay, the median is the middle number in a data set when the values are placed in order from least to greatest or greatest to least. When the data set has an odd number, you can determine which number is exactly in the middle. If there is an even number, then the median is calculated by adding the two middle numbers and dividing by 2. This is really important right here. And so we'll come back and revisit this when we do an example that will make more sense. Okay? We're going to give it a try. Olive Street Middle School girls basketball team has a chance to be in the big leagues. Coach Harris must determine which of the following three players should get more playing time in the first playoff game. In the past 6 games, Josephine scored, there's her points, okay? Shelly, she scored these. Shanice scored these. Determine the mode for the number of points scored by each player. Okay, we're on page M573. So let's think about the mode. I'm going to write, let's see, who's my first person? Josephine. So I'm going to put a J. The first thing I'm going to do is put her numbers in order from smallest to largest. So I see a 4, a 6, 12, 12, 12, and 26. Now I'm going to do the same thing with Shelly. I see a 2, a 3, an 8, a 10, a 17, and a 20. And then I have Shanice. Let's see, 8, 12, 13. Ooh, I missed 10. Oh boy. 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So remember, the mode is the number that you see the most. It's what's repeated. Janice is pretty easy. I see 3 12. So her mode would be 12. Okay. Shelly, I see a 2, 3, 8, 10, 17. Nothing is repeated. So there's none. Shanice, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Once again, nothing is repeated. You would simply write none. That is how you find the mode. Put the numbers in order. You're going to hear me say that a lot again, a lot. And then you're looking for the number that's repeated over and over again. Okay? Now they want us to find the median. So once again, I'm going to take Josephine's numbers and I'm going to put them in order from smallest to largest. 4, 6, 12, 12, 12, and 26. The median is the middle number. So we're marking them out in pairs, one from the top, one from the bottom, because we want to see what's exactly in the middle. So I'm marking off pairs. Now, this is where they started talking about you have an even number. So there's 2 left over. Okay, that's where you have to add them up. And then divide by 2. The beautiful thing about this is that the 2 numbers that are there are the same. When I add them up and divide by 2, I'm going to get 12. Okay. Let's take a look at Shelly. I'm putting hers in order again from smallest to largest. 2, 3, 8, 10, 17, and 20. So I'm going to grab a different color. I'm marking out pairs, working my way in. Well, I have two numbers again, but they're different. So I add up 8 plus 10 is 18. Divide that by 2, and I know that that's going to be 9. So that is the median. They want to know what number is right in the middle of those two. Okay, one more person. We have Shanice here. Let's see, she has 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Grabbing a different color, I'm marking out pairs, working my way in. She has two numbers in the center. They are different, so I'm adding 12 and 13. That's 25. I cut that in half, and I know from experience that's 12 and a half or 12.5. You can also think about, well, if I'm on a number line and I'm at 12 and 13, what number is directly in the center? Well, 12 and a half, halfway in between the two. Okay, that's kind of common sense, number sense. That is how you find the median. Okay, I think of the median as being the middle. Okay, now I'm going to skip some pages because I want to jump to the mean. I'm all the way on page M580. This is where it talks about the mean, and it's a balance point. All the numbers will balance in the center. The mean is the average. Average. In order to find the average of any set of numbers, this worked example tells you you first have to add them up. Then you have to divide. You might ask, what am I dividing by? By how many numbers there are. So if you added up 6 numbers, you're going to divide by 6. If you added up 20 numbers, you're going to divide by 20. Okay, I'm going to do an example here. Calculate the mean. So I have to add up my numbers. 12, 12, 12. I know 6 plus 4 is 10. So I took a shortcut. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 72 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know the mean of these numbers is 12. Now, you're going to be doing this a lot. Some of the numbers are going to get big, so I'm going to give you a calculator eventually, but I want you to do a few by hand. Let's try Shelly's. I know 3 plus 2 is 5. I've got 8, 17. I know 10 plus 20 is 30. 8 and 7 is 15, plus 5 is 20. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we divide. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's some easy math. I know that's going to be 10. Shanice, last one. Let's see. We got 15, 12, and 13 is 25. 10 and 8 is 18 and 14. Let's see. 5 and 5 is 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that feels familiar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't that the same as Josephine's? So we know the mean's going to be 12. Okay. So first things first, you're going to write this down in your own example for the next sheet. Then I have practice, 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 practice. You don't have to practice them all in one day. Okay, I've left this for the rest of the week. I'll have different activities to practice and to learn how to do this. So this is step 1. Good luck.